How's it going, everybody? Showing my PlayStation Vita collection here today. It is not big. I have 13 games, and I've sold a few recently. I do 7 of these games, I believe it's 7, were gifted to me a little while back from my other channel. So thank you if anybody from that channel is watching here. Thank you again. For those, I have sold some of my own games that I've had. I sold Persona 4 Golden within the past few months. Persona 4 Dancing All Night. I might sell a few of my other ones here that I have. The 6 that are mine that were not gifted. I'm not selling games that are gifted to me. That's fucked up to do, but. I just, with the Vita, there's some of the, there's probably only actually one more I would probably sell here of mine, just because it has some value. Some of the other ones do too, but, I want to keep them, the ones I bought myself. But like I said, I was Dancing All Night, that one, and there was something else. Oh, there was Chaos Child, I had that one. And there might have been one more, I can't remember what it was. But anyway, here's the first one that is sealed still. Akiba's Beat. It's got this little plush. I guess that's one of the figures here. I've not opened this one yet. I think it's a role-playing game though, yes. I do like the Vita. It's a cool system. It's just I'm not going to spend a ton of time with it. I have some stuff downloaded on it too, but, It is a cool handheld for sure, and it got a raw deal, honestly. Sony kind of didn't market it well and just kind of turned it into a portable PS3 in a way. They were just like, oh, look, everything that's on the Vita is now going to come to the PS3 or the PS4, kind of rendering the thing useless. How do I say this? Udawar Rumino, Mask of Truth. So this is a turn-based kind of strategy game. In there. This also came with, I have it still, it's in a bin. It was a box, it's like a special edition or something. It came with a pillowcase as well. PlayStation TV compatible. I screwed this up bad. I had GameStop I wanted to get one and I just didn't do it for some stupid reason. But GameStop, I guess, was getting rid of them, or everywhere was selling these things new for like $35. And it would have been cool to be able to play some of these games on the TV. And then I didn't buy one, and then I just randomly was looking like a couple of years later, and people were selling them for like $90 used. I was like, oh man. But yeah, this is pretty cool. I did play some of this. Pretty cool. I like strategy RPGs. There was another one called Mask of Deception, maybe. I don't know what was different from it though. Here's a really cool game, Uncharted Golden Abyss. I originally played this as a download because I had PlayStation Plus, and some of these Vita games at the time were free to download, and then I ended up, this copy I got from GameStop, but I had another 2 copies I had sold because when the Walmart back in Massapequa in New York was shutting down in the Sunrise Mall, they were selling off their stuff for cheap and clearance, and I was able to get a few games. I got 2 copies of this. I got a couple of PS2 games, and I think it was not Beautiful Joe, Wonderful 101 on the Switch, which didn't have the value it has now, which I don't know if it's the best, but this is a really cool Uncharted game. This is one I'd never get rid of. This has the instructions on the back thing, because you use all of the little tricks you can do with the Vita. So you can use the back camera, the touch screen on both front and back. Is a touch thing on the back. There's a part where you had to do a puzzle where you had to hold the Vita up to light to like reveal something. It's actually really cool the way they did it. The gameplay took a little bit to get used to just because of the control scheme and stuff, but it worked well. Nolan North is back. This is a prequel, I believe, to the first Uncharted, but it wasn't made by Naughty Dog Ben's studio. But it's really cool. Looks really nice. It's a classic game. It's Uncharted. It's just on handheld form, and like I said, it looks good and it plays fairly well. And they everything you do with the Vita's special features works well in this game. And it's not overly expensive. At the time, the last copy I got was $10 because there was a point where I was buying a ton of Vita games. It's about 2019, early 2020, I believe, or maybe it was 18 to 19, something along those lines. because I was like, they're gonna start disappearing from GameStop, and they were. I remember I went to the one GameStop, and it's not there anymore. It's in Copiague, Lindenhurst, I think it's Copiague. And they didn't even. I had to like ask. I'm like, oh, do you have them? Like, oh yeah, I think they let me look, and there's like a bin of them. They had like a drawer, I should say, behind the counter. Like, it was like nuts. Like, they just were immediately taking them and hiding them behind the thing. You had to know they were there, or you had to look online to see, and then be like, oh, do you have these? And then they were gone completely. Tokyo Twilight Ghost Hunters. I actually bought this game twice. I had it once and sold it. Some of these are in the Vita carrying case. This is another strategy type game. That's cool. They might have pumped this out on the PlayStation 3 or 4 as well. Look, there's always somebody in like their hand out like this. They go like this. They're like, dude. This is a cool paranormal. You're ghost hunters, obviously, and you go in and you got to get rid of the ghosts, and you get different things like salt and different paranormal items you would use to combat the entities and whatever. It was cool, and you like couldn't see it where the ghosts were, so you had to kind of set up a thing at first, and then the ghosts start moving. Then you could see them, and if they hit a trap or something, then you could see them. There's also some other stuff. You can chat with your friends and stuff with this 5 senses system, but it was actually really cool. This is a game I pop in randomly on the Vita because it actually is fun, and it's kind of unique as well. Tokyo 12 Ghost Hunters. This is the other one I might consider selling. Summon Night 6 Lost Borders. This is another one I got for $20 new. It's the last copy they had, right? So it was the shelf copy, the case. But still, I mean, this is worth more than that now. And actually has a manual, and it's a pretty long, pretty beefy one as well. I did play a little bit of it, but I cannot really remember it. Like I said, I was picking up a lot of these because they were $20 and under. Oh, Ease or Wise Memories of Salsetta was another one I had sold that I bought. That didn't have its original case. I might have sold that one a little while back though. But yeah, didn't play much of that one. Smart As. This is just I played a ton of this. This will keep you track with upload your stats about other people. It's just little math stuff and other kind of puzzle things you would do. You got a timer and shit. It's pretty cool, little brain teasing game. It's pretty fun though. This is another one of the gifted ones. Shiren the Wanderer, the Tower of Fortune, and the Dice of Fate. I did play some of this one as well. I did a gameplay of some of these on my other channel. It was pretty fun though. It had that kind of overworld feel of like a Zelda and stuff. But it's pretty cool. I need to go back to some of these games. Just like I need to go back. See, this is compatible on the TV as well. I really should have bought that damn thing. Because the problem with me in handhelds is I'll enjoy them, but I struggle sometimes to play them. Sometimes they're a little, and my hands aren't even big, but like sometimes it's just hard and awkward to control them. You get your hands start to hurt after a while. It's just, sometimes with my eyes, I'm struggling with looking at the screen for long periods of time, so I don't play them longer than I just stop playing them completely. That's why I'm glad I have the Retron Square, because I can play the GBA, Game Boy, and Game Boy Color games on the TV. That's why if I had that PlayStation TV, I could play some of these on the TV, which would be cool. Shiren the Wanderer. Here comes the Lord of the Rings portion of the thing. 3 of these were, the one that was not gifted to me was this one. I got from GameStop. It was like $5. That is not the price. That is underneath. I tried to get these stickers off, and I looked at the first one. I think it's like $6 or $7. Let's find out. I have the receipt. Actually, it was $6.99. It's Lego Harry Potter on the PlayStation, years 5 through 7. It's fun. Lego Lord of the Rings. This is a good one, and this one's fairly similar, actually, almost completely similar, I believe, to the. I might be off though, to the console counterpart. And it's cool because Lego Lord of the Rings is awesome. It's one of my favorite Lego games. I played it on the 360 originally, and this one version is, like I said, it's pretty much the same thing. It's cool. Lego The Hobbit. This one's different, quite a bit different, I believe, than I played this one on the Xbox One, and it's a shame because this is a good game. This one's cool too. It's a little different in what you can do. I can't fully remember. Like I said, it's been a bit since I've played this one, but the one on the Xbox One was fantastic, and they were gonna make one, I guess, or have DLC because they only had the first 2 Hobbit movies because they had to stretch the Hobbit book into 3 movies for some reason. I did like the first 2 Hobbit movies, but the third one I wasn't too into. But I wanted to, I was like, oh man, I played it and I didn't realize, I was like, oh, apparently there's DLC coming. It never came. It got canceled. I said, that sucks. It's a really cool fucking game. And this one was cool as well. It was a little different, but I cannot remember how. But I do remember it being different. There was like different things you could do. Did it say any of it? And Lego Jurassic World, another cool game. If you're into the properties, the franchises that the Lego game is based off of, you're going to like them more. Like, I played Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, and I enjoyed it, but I didn't go back after I beat it and do everything like I like to do in the other ones because I wasn't as into the movies and stuff. This one's cool, though. We originally played this. I played some of this one as well on here, but we originally played this. My fiance and I played it on the Wii U of all systems. But I remember enjoying what I was playing to this one as well. These are nice, especially the handheld. These are good because you can play them for like 20 minutes and be like, I'm satisfied for the time being, instead of like if it's an RPG or something, I gotta dedicate more time and then your eyes start getting tired and your hands are hurting. Final 2 here. This is another gifted one. Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate. This is also on the 3DS, I believe. This is cool 2D action, similar though to the other Batman, just sneaking around, grabbing dudes and shit, but it looked nice and it played well also from what I was playing of it. This one also used a touchscreen. It's a little bit of a cel-shaded look, but it is cool. I don't know, when I played it was fun. It's not PlayStation TV compatible. Last one here. I was considering selling this because I would just then pick it up on the PS4 or the Switch because I have the other ones on there, but this is Deathmark. This is an awesome game. I can't remember when I got this, but it's really cool. See, at the time, I don't think they were calling them the Spirit Hunter games, and then NG came out, which is Spirit Hunter Volume 2, and now, I have Deathmark 2 on the PlayStation. I have NG on the Switch. I have Deathmark 2 on the PS5. And that's Spirit Hunter Volume 3. If you get later copies, I think, of this that came out, it will have Spirit Hunter Volume 1. But Deathmark is a sequel. 2 is a sequel to this one. You use this dude again. What does it say his name here? It does not. I forget his name. This is a cool game, though. That second one's different. This one it's more gameplay. I will say that. Like, these are almost like visual novels with some gameplay. It's almost puzzly when you're fighting the bosses. You got to kind of figure out what you need to do with the items you have and stuff when you kind of attack them. But it's really cool. This one, you're this dude, I forget his name, but you get a mark on you. It's the death mark. You meet these other people in this mansion. And then you got to, like, take out these kind of urban legend creatures and stuff. Paranormal entities or whatever. And every time you take one out, you're saving one of the other people, and then you got to try to save yourself. It's a really cool game, though. It's creepy, actually. It's really creepy. Out of the 3 of the games, this is probably still the creepiest. Deathmark 2 is pretty creepy. NG can be, but it's the kind of least creepiest of them. I don't know. I still might do that and just pick it up if I can find a cheap copy from one. Probably the PS4, honestly, but we'll see. If I don't, I'll hold on to it. Really cool game, though, if you're into visual novels and horror stuff with some gameplay elements. It's a lot of, like, this one, you're, like, traveling in little sections, like, first person. You're going this way, then up. It's almost like a little maze type thing, kind of, and then you're finding items and stuff. Deathmark 2 is more you're running around as the person and stuff. It's more gameplay-oriented, Deathmark 2. But, yeah, Deathmark for the Vita. Yeah, that is my Vita collection here. Just wanted to show it because I hadn't shown it yet. But yeah. Oh, well, here you go. I already took a thumbnail. Let me hold them. So. But yeah, thanks for checking this out, and have a good day.